This video is all about Donald Trump's Middle East peace plan. Welcome back to Middle East Tonight. I'm your host, Zach Foster. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about Donald Trump's Middle East peace plan, more commonly known as the Deal of the Century.
Deal of the century?
Deal of the century.
The deal of the century.
Deal of the century.
Deal of the century? Do I sense just a touch of exaggeration there?
Oh, it is an exaggeration, Stuart.
Sure is.
How bad is this deal going to be when two old white dudes on Fox Business are talking smack about it? I'm going to do 2 episodes on Donald Trump's Middle East peace plan. This is the first episode, and it's all about what we already know about Donald Trump's Middle East peace plans since he became president 2.5 years ago. The second episode is going to be about the deal of the century itself. So the main thing to know about Donald Trump's Middle East peace plan is that he hasn't told us what it is yet. He keeps telling us it's coming, Jared Kushner's working on it. We're not gonna tell you what it is or who it involves or when it's gonna be released, but it's coming.
We still don't know what the actual plan is. They're talking that they're going to release it next month. We've heard many times it's going to be released right after the elections, or, so who knows?
And as recently as March 2019, just listen to how Secretary of State Mike Pompeo answers a question about when the plan is going to be released.
Could you tell us when we will see the Jared Kushner peace plan?
Yes, ma'am. I think we can say in less than 20 years.
How about being more precise?
Yo, good thing Mike Pompeo doesn't work in the private sector. When can we expect those revenue projections by? Working on it, boss. I'll ping you when I'm halfway done in 2029. So let's back up to when Trump was running for president. It seemed like he was a bit of a wild card.
Of Israel and the Palestinians. You said Wednesday you wanted to be neutral in that dispute.
You're not going to solve it if you're going to be on one side or another. Everyone understands that. Otherwise, you're never going to get the cooperation of the other side.
You're not going to get the cooperation of both sides if you put yourself on one side or the other. And that's why Trump declared that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel and Palestine.
Jerusalem is Israel's capital.
Yo, Trump, why are you making me look bad? Now, Trump actually has an explanation for his Jerusalem announcement. He claims that Israel's gonna have to pay for Jerusalem.
Well, you could never get past Jerusalem. So when people said, oh, I set it back, I didn't set it back, I helped it. Because by taking it off the table, that was the toughest issue. And Israel will pay for that. Look, Israel, something's going to happen. They'll do something that's going to be a very good thing.
That's right, Israel. You're gonna have to pay for Jerusalem with a very good thing. A Hershey's king-size milk chocolate bar and a bacon double cheeseburger. That's a high price to pay for the Jews. But let's actually take Trump seriously for a minute. How is Israel gonna pay for Jerusalem? Maybe Israel's gonna have to make a compromise on the settlements. The problem here is that Donald Trump, Jared Kushner, and David Friedman are all supporters of the settlements.
Donald Trump made a financial contribution to a settlement in the occupied West Bank back in 2003. Yaakov Katz told an Israeli radio station that Trump made a $10,000 donation to the Beit El settlement, which was founded by Katz himself.
There was the discovery of Jared Kushner failing to disclose the fact that he led a foundation that was funding illegal Israeli settlements.
The president's pick for U.S. Ambassador to Israel, David Friedman, helped raise millions for Beit El.
David Friedman and his like believe that the West Bank should also all belong to Israel, more or less. That Jerusalem is already Israel's and Israel's only.
So on the second policy position, Trump is staunchly pro-Israel. And not just pro-Israel, he's pro-Israel's right wing. Now the third issue, where we already know Trump's position, is the Palestinian refugee issue.
The United States is cutting funding for the United Nations agency that helps Palestinian refugees.
Here, Donald Trump's position might be the most pro-Israel of all. In June 2018, Jared Kushner pressed Jordan to strip refugee status of 2 million Palestinian refugees living there. Donald Trump's solution to the Palestinian refugee issue is stop calling them refugees. What? Is this guy tripping? Yo, that is not a clogged public toilet bowl. That's a bowl of minestrone soup. So if we already know the Trump administration's position on Jerusalem, the settlements, and the refugee issue, then what the heck has Jared Kushner been working on the past 2.5 years?
Without knowing any of the details, I think it's safe to say that the plan is going to be dead on arrival as far as the Palestinian street is concerned. And even probably the Palestinian Authority.
If you want to find out, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to do another episode on the deal of the century itself. Until next time.